my farewell voyage with the Beamer. I'm going to Kerava to get my new Volvo V60. We're downgrading our car size-wise, so we're gonna get a smaller car. It is, however, gonna be an estate, which means that the dog has its own surroundings, because in this car it was no place for the dog, and it had to travel here with us people. But yeah, I've very much enjoyed this car. This has been, I'd say, by far the best car I've ever had. And yeah, this is the very first new car that I'm getting for myself. The previous new cars that I've had, they're always come from through a company, or they've been company cars. And even this Beamer is a company car, and it was a used company car. And now this V60, it's a new one. And why I'm getting it new is that the tax benefit is absolutely silly on a hybrid. I'm paying like 2,000 something taxes on a car. It's very small, so that's why they have good deals on these cars. But anyway, saying goodbye to the Beamer. That's one. Oh yeah, the new one was. The wife is complaining that I don't pay attention. But yeah, I'll take a clip of the new car also.
You bring restoration to my soul.
So basically, this is the new vehicle, Volvo. What do you call it? V60. It was a horribly long introduction, and I can say you that half of this stuff that the guy talked about, it just flew out of my head, because it's too much information. It was going on and on and on and on, never ever stopping. Then we had to tell him that now our buffers are full.
But it was quite important stuff.
Yeah, it was important stuff, and I think the main idea is that there is this opportunity. That's the thing that is important to remember, not that how to do it, because that's a complete impossibility to remember. And, but yeah, it's a learning curve. It's got all sorts of electronic widgets and stuff like that in it, which we need to learn. But anyway, it feels very nice. But the problem with this one was that they had only charged it for 6 kilometers, and it was very limited, the charge in the car. So now we need to go and fill it up with
You bring restoration. You bring restoration.
First, very cold, what do you call it? Ride on the bicycle. Where am I? Fingers and toes nearly frozen. Or not nearly frozen. They got cold. A couple of things. The iPad, oh, you can't see it from that camera. The iPad, it was found. I had given it to Terhi when they took the drone from me, and what do you call it? She had put it somewhere, and just miraculously she happened to find it. So now I can fly my drone with that. And about the Volvo, we have now kind of figured out how to operate it, and the neighbor who was pulling open the container for the charging station out there, I gave him my spare key and what do you call it? Now he's treating the thing all right. But the nasty thing was, the very first day when I drove down to Verkkokauppa, I was getting into this very crowded space between two cars, a Tesla and a Volvo XC60, and I scraped the right rear fender of my brand new Volvo onto the back of this Volvo XC60, and but yeah, I was gutted for the whole day. It was horrid. And now the insurance company called today, and then they were going through the insurance. Do you understand that now that your bonuses go down, it will cost you over 20 years, it will cost you 2,000. It was just, and then I asked them a couple of times, or I interrupted them on the first one, because there's two portions in Finnish insurance. There's the traffic or liability, which basically covers everybody else, but then there's something called kasko, and this kasko covers your vehicle and the damage is done to that. And I interrupted her when she was going through the liikennevakuutus thing, and I said, is this a sales call? Yes, I know, I'm a bit annoyed about this. And then, what do you call it, she just continued listing what it will cost me, like I didn't know that this will cost me. Just rubbing it in. So annoying. Pohjola vakuutus. I'm thinking of switching my insurance company just because of that call. It should have been a positive call. They're saying that, hey, yeah, we're gonna pay for your mishap. But no, they're just rubbing in, telling me how much it was gonna cost. And I tried to interrupt them, but it didn't help. But the car is nice. No complaints there. What else? I had something. Yeah, I found a new barber right next to PRH where I go. It costs 35 euros, so it's a bit more expensive. And they do your neck and your cheek. Well, the edges of your beard they do with a straight razor, which is a bit daunting. I was talking to the guy, he was from France and he had lived in Switzerland, and my thoughts were immediately pulled towards a person from Switzerland that we all know who has mistreated us. But anyway, Volvo is a nice car. I'm enjoying it. Miss my Beamer. It was even a better car, I would say. Yeah. I bought my tickets to Panama. As I mentioned, it was moved and now I bought the tickets. Finnair to business on an A330-300 to Miami, and then a 21-hour layover in Miami. We need to figure out something to do, and then in business from Miami to Panama. and yeah, and then I'll get my stem cells, and let's see how that goes. But anyway, I'll end this. Jesus Christ is King. Amen.